He's very philanthropic. Actually was teaching a course at Rice. I don't know if he's still doing that or not. But we thought we'd get him on and ask him about whether or not he feels the word thug is the new N-word. Welcome, Houston rapper Bun B to the program. Hey, Bun, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It is a pleasure to have you on. I want to first say that it is a pleasure to have you on the program for the first time. Appreciate all you do in the city of Houston because you do a lot of philanthropic work. And I know you fill in over here at our sports station every once in a while, so you're a well-rounded guy, so thanks for all of that.
No problem. Appreciate it.
All right, let's talk about the word thug. Now, you're a guy that holds the record for the most instances of profanity in a song, in your song, Some Hoes.
Turn left on Sugar Lakes Drive, then turn left.
That's what they keep telling me.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's what it says. I mean, if you Google it, you're number one.
I guess so, apparently.
So congratulations on that.
Turn left on Bayview Drive.
I can't use the word thug, but rappers can use the word hoe or the N-word.
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, of course you say the word thug, it's just how you say it.
Continue 0.4 miles, then turn left on US 90 alternative.
Who's gonna kind of referee that? I mean, who is the person that decides whether or not I can use the word thug in a particular context or I can't?
So it usually ends up in the court of public opinion and the people that you're around, basically. So people will be comfortable
in
with
0.2 miles, turn left on US 90 alternative.
Is it a new N-word in your view? I mean, is it a word that should be avoided by some people?
Well, it just depends the context of how they use the word and who they're using it towards.
How about the looters and the rioters in Baltimore? If I was looking at like the president.
Turn left on US 90 alternative.
Thugs to describe those individuals. Is that accurate?
Well, they use the word thug, I think, to kind of distinguish between the people who were peacefully protesting and the people that were rioting. I think it was just a poor choice of words because it actually just inflames the situation by bringing the word into the conversation that most people use. Most people look at as a very new way of using a derogatory term without being like without having a finger pointed at you. I guess is the best way to say it. Thug is a way to say a term to describe people in a way that that people normally wouldn't want to be described. And
but their behavior was thuggish. Would you not agree? I mean, that was thug behavior. I mean, if you look up the definition of the word, I mean, it's thuggish behavior.
Well, I believe there's a lot, there's many other words that you could use to describe that behavior without using the word thug, because I think thug is a word that people are using to kind of say what they know they can't say. Right.
And are you talking about the N-word? I mean, let's be honest. Don't say the N-word. But I mean, when you say that, I don't want you to dance around it. Let's be honest with each other. So you're saying?
Well, here's the reality. People, may want to say that word and can't say that word to describe people. And I think that thug is a word that people are using to describe people, but they don't mean it. I think they're meaning it a little bit more than the common textbook use of the word.
But you can use the N-word 51 times in your song, but I can't use the N-word.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that I was right for using it either. I'm not going to sit here and act like everything I do is perfect and I can do it and you can't. I mean, obviously people are going to be offended by things that people say or do.
Drive 1 mile, then keep left on US 90 alternative.
People can use certain words and other people can use the same word and it may not necessarily have the same meaning or context.
How about if we did this? How about if you and I agree that I'm not going to be offended by your music because I think your music serves a purpose to your audience and you can say whatever you want. And I may not
in
like
0.7 miles, keep left on US 90 alternative.
And your audience will buy your music, and they do because you're a good artist. I'll use the words that I want to use, and we'll both kind of agree that we need to stop being offended by every single thing that comes out of someone's mouth.
Well, I don't think it's personally you or I being offended, but I think there are people that will be just as offended by the words I use as they would be by the words you choose to use. And that's just kind of how the world works. It's impossible to do or say anything without offending somebody.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I agree with you. So, I think that with both of us being rather high-profile people in Houston, why don't we all just get over it? And because, frankly, if I were to tell you you couldn't say certain things, or you tell me I can't say certain things, that's in and of itself racist. We're perpetuating that whole thing. Look, there works.
I think what's going on now is less about the words we say and actions we show. But I think that's what people should really be concentrating about. Words are one thing, actions are a totally different thing.
So you know, let's forget about whatever.
Keep left on US 90 alternative.
Whatever kind of lexicon we want to put on things. I think I'm a smart enough guy to know when certain words can be used and when they can't. And when I see thuggish behavior, whether it's from a white person, a black person, a brown person, it doesn't make any difference. You're a thug.
Continue 1.6 miles, then turn left on Gateway Boulevard.
Well, like I said, I think this Doug is a very, as far as being in the popular lexicon, Doug has been pretty much eradicated. It hasn't been used anywhere for a long time. And this term has really just came back up in the last year or two. And I think that's why there's so much attention to it, because it's been a word that wasn't thrown around much, and now it's being thrown around all the time.
Well, I mean,
people just try to figure out what's the connotation all of a sudden, because Doug is not something that's normally used to describe criminal behavior.
All right, and we go on here, and I got him up against a break, but there you have it. So now I have a lot of respect for Bun B. Don't misunderstand me, and I think that Bun and I, by and large, agree. But he believes that I should be very careful with the words that I choose and how I'm using them to describe a particular person. Whereas he can use the N-word in his music 51 times and it's okay. The Matt Pattrick.
So he thinks the word thug disappeared and just recently popped up over a year ago.
In 0.9 miles, turn left on Gateway Boulevard, then turn right.
It's sad how some of our black celebs think. That's all I can say. There you have it. Interview with Matt Pattrick and the rapper Bun B.